Here's a really cool story out of the city of Keego Harbor where the concept of the party bus is being modified and turned on its head in some ways, but a ton of fun all throughout the Metro Detroit area with the Whiskey Wagon. And we're joined by their owner, Mike Floyd, out of Keego Harbor on the Splash Live. Mike, thanks for being with us.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me, Tyler. How's it going?
Doing great already today, and really interested to talk to you about this idea because we've seen party buses. They've been around for a number of years, and this concept has grown into a number of businesses throughout the local area. So I guess the first question I have for you is, what got you into this already pretty flooded business?
I get that question a lot, and like all good ideas and good stories, it started at a local establishment over some ginger ales and iced teas. And the creative juices were flowing. But really, I kept hearing from different people in the area. A lot of friends of mine they would try to get party buses, and it kind of seemed like they either couldn't get them or couldn't find one that was available, or they were just too expensive, and they didn't want to do the same old, party bus that we've all seen before. So I had never even considered being in the party bus industry at that point. And so I said, well, maybe there's something to this. So I kind of did a mini market little research just to kind of get a feel for what was going on. And I kind of noticed that there was really nothing out there that was at all different than the other one. You could take the same name of the same company and snap it on a different bus, and you'd have the same exact cookie cutter product. So I kind of thought, hey, maybe we could do something with this, give the people something different, and kind of use our creative expression to kind of change the party bus industry.
And Mike, back in the day when we were kids, we were always told, sit nice and calmly and quietly when on the school bus. And in this case, you got a school bus and turned that into what is now the Whiskey Wagon. But that was quite the journey in and of itself.
It absolutely was, and there is something nostalgic about a school bus. I think it takes us back to our the days of getting yelled at by the mean bus driver going to elementary school or whatever it was. So, but yeah, the bus. It took us about 3 months to find the bus. We traveled to pretty much every single corner of the great state of Michigan, and we found ourselves in some pretty strange areas and places. Some that we weren't sure we were going to make it out alive. But we finally found the bus that we decided was going to fit our needs in Toledo, Ohio, which was just about a little over a year ago now.
Yeah, you didn't find it in Ohio. You rescued it from Ohio, bringing it back to the great state of Michigan. Mike Floyd is with us on the Splash Live. He is the owner of the Whiskey Wagon, operating that business out of Keego Harbor. But you'll see the Whiskey Wagon all throughout our local area, and you can get more information on WSKYWagon.com, WSkyWagon.com for more information and for booking. And so, Mike, you mentioned earlier on, and it's listed on your website too in your About section, that you wanted to take a different approach. You wanted to get away from that cookie cutter approach to the party bus. How does the Whiskey Wagon differ?
Yeah, absolutely. And the first thing you notice when you step onto the bus is it's very different than anything you've ever seen before. We've used barnwood from Michigan from actually all the way back to the late 1800s. We've incorporated that into the bus with the walls and some of the accents. So right off the bat, you're getting something that I've never seen in any kind of bus. Just that cool old school historical kind of woodsy barn feel, and we kind of combine like a modern rustic feel to it too. We also have some steampunk light fixtures, corrugated metal, a lot of diamond plate, and it's just got a really cool, almost like you're in a speakeasy kind of vibe when you walk into it. So it's definitely something that you won't find anywhere else.
Yeah, customers that are looking for a party bus, that they're the kinds of groups that get together a lot. They're going to go back to that experience, and so when they've gone from more of these traditional party bus experiences, and then they've experienced what you're offering with the Whiskey Wagon, what's their reaction been like on the other side?
So I think that's the coolest part for us is just seeing the reaction from our customers. I mean, it's been overwhelming, really. Once somebody goes on the bus and rents it out for one night, they're pretty much hooked. I mean, we have a lot of repeat customers now that said, hands down, they won't go anywhere else just because it's such a different experience, such a unique experience, and we give them kind of a family approach to it, where they're not just our customers, they're our family. So it's been really cool. We have a lot of random people that just like to try to run up on the bus and look at it too while it's out and about in the city. So it definitely grabs a lot of attention.
quite the hidden gem out of Keego Harbor and traveling all throughout the Metro Detroit area and all around. We're joined by Mike Floyd, owner of the Whiskey Wagon, on today's edition of the Splash Live. More information and booking can be found on WSKYWagon.com or on Facebook at The Whiskey Wagon Bus. Facebook at The Whiskey Wagon Bus. And so, Mike, for special occasions that are coming up, whether it's a big game or a wedding, a bachelor party, bachelorette party, what are some of the kind of occasions that the people have been booking for so far?
Yeah, I would say you hit the nail on the head with that. Bachelor parties, bachelorette parties probably are 1 and 2. Birthday parties, with the holidays that we just had, we had a lot of Christmas holiday parties, New Year's parties, basically anything that, any reason to get out there and party with your friends really is a good time for us. So we have people from all over the place, all over the state of Michigan, all over the country that actually that will rent our bus out for pretty much any reason that they feel they need to get out and let their hair down a little bit.
And lastly, Mike, before we let you go, if people are interested in getting this party bus experience under their belt with the Whiskey Wagon, how can they go about booking?
Absolutely. So you can check us out on our website, the one that you've been stating, www.wskywagon.com. You can go on there, and we have a very easy, streamlined, stress-free booking process. You just fill out a couple things, send the email out, and then we'll get back to you within 30 minutes and get you all set up. So it's very easy, and we'd love to have more local people come out and check out the bus.
Just as you're seeing on your screen, WSKYWagon.com. You can also find them on Facebook at The Whiskey Wagon Bus. Mike, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it.